Hi, and welcome to another Democracy Explainer video from YCS in partnership with Best for Britain. We make videos around citizenship, democracy and your consumer rights. If you want to follow our content, hit subscribe and click the bell notification icon. So, back to today's video. In this video, we are discussing the proposed Nationality and Borders Bill the government is attempting to make law, and explain some of the ways it can impact negatively on refugees. In 1951, a treaty called the Refugee Convention was signed, which outlined the rights of refugees, as well as the legal obligations of how the state should protect them. The core principle of this convention was non-refoulement, which asserts that a refugee should not be returned to a country where they face serious threats to their life or freedom. But 70 years on, here in the UK, this principle is under threat. Priti Patel, the Home Secretary, is proposing changes to Britain's immigration policy outlined in the new bill, the Nationality and Borders Bill. Here are 4 ways that this bill will impact those seeking protection from persecution in their own countries if they travel to the UK. Number 1, it will criminalise anyone seeking asylum. People fleeing their own country to escape war or persecution will rarely do so in a calm and measured way, as we have recently seen from the upsetting scenes of those fleeing Afghanistan. They will often be in a vulnerable position and have to rely on any means necessary in order to escape to a country where they feel safe. As the UK government has sought to close more and more safe routes to entry, there has been a rise in irregular routes, often dangerous journeys with an increased reliance on people smugglers and traffickers. The new Nationality and Borders Bill seeks to immediately remove anyone seeking asylum in that way from the country, despite the fact that according to the Geneva Convention, there is no legal way to claim asylum. Number 2, it will leave asylum seekers with minimum support. If the government cannot immediately remove an asylum seeker, they will be subject to harsh conditions, potentially put in accommodation such as the Napier Barracks, which has been described by an inspection report as unfit for human habitation. Even if they are granted refugee status, only temporary protections will be granted, subject to renewal every 30 months. During this time, they would have no access to public funds, preventing them from accessing vital social services and putting them at risk of destitution or exploitation. It aims to place asylum seekers in offshore detention centres. The bill is said to be paving the way for offshore detention centres in Rwanda, allowing UK governments to process asylum seekers abroad. This is similar to Australia, which processes asylum seekers in Papua New Guinea. This is not cheap and costs Australia an estimated $2 million per person per year to detain. At least 14 people being detained in Australian centres have died, with at least half taking their own lives. Number 4, it makes it more difficult for victims of human trafficking to come forward. The bill will also reduce the amount of time a victim of trafficking has to file a report with the police in order to get the support required through a UN initiative called the National Referral Mechanism. Victims often take a significant period of time to find the courage or circumstance to report themselves as such to the authorities. This bill will therefore create an unnecessary barrier to any victim seeking support. If you are upset, appalled or outraged by the possibilities of this happening to human beings fleeing dangerous circumstances, why not get your voice heard and fight the Nationality and Borders Bill? To learn more, go to Best for Britain's website. Share this video on your socials to help us spread the word, and together we can try impact change. If you want to follow our content, hit subscribe and click the bell notification icon. Follow us on our social media channels to find more videos like this. Have a good day wherever you are, and we hope to see you again soon.